On March 12, 1943, the plan for Operation Citadel was approved. This plan proposed splitting up the defenses of the Varench and Central fronts, and then Army Groups South and Center would encircle and destroy the enemy forces with 2 pincer assaults from Belograd and Oril towards Kursk. German command was seriously concerned that the enemy was aware of their plans and had time to accumulate strategic reserves, so it significantly adjusted the offensive plan for the 4th Panzer Army in May. Its main objective after breaking through the defenses was to destroy the Soviet reserve tank forces. Colonel General Hermann Hoth, commander of the 4th Panzer Army, expected the 2nd Panzer Corps to deal decisive damage near Prokhorovka station, which would shape the outcome of the entire operation. After repeated delays on July 1st, 1943, the decision was to launch the offensive on July 5th. At 1600 hours on July 4th, the 4th Panzer Army opened hostilities on the right flank of the 6th Soviet Guards Army. Soviet command of the Varench front ordered counter-battery fire on a wide scale. It was carried out in 2 stages, only causing minor losses to German army forces. German artillery batteries opened fire at 3:30, and the units of Army Group South launched the decisive attack. I stuck my head out of the command hatch and watched as dive bombers roared overhead. I could see them circling and dropping their deadly loads on targets. We couldn't see, but we knew that they were Russian positions. Spurts of flame and plumes of smoke swept into the sky, shortly followed by the sound of explosions. The Stukas had finished their work and began to withdraw when 2 flights of Focke-Wulfs arrived, attacking the enemy with equal ferocity. Our aviation had been operating flawlessly that day, providing invaluable support to the division. We hardly saw any Russian aircraft that day. Suddenly, the radio came alive and I immediately retired to the turret. After our grenadiers had taken over Luchki, the 6th and 7th Panzer companies immediately moved into the direction of Shavivinsky-Kotor and were now reporting a clash with numerous Soviet tanks, asking for support. The battalion commander contacted us and ordered us to prepare for immediate deployment. The short rest was over. Hello everybody, Wolf back here, and welcome to IL-2 Tank Crew Clash at Prokhorovka. All tanks forward. Let's go ahead and start up our engine. We are beginning the Last Chance campaign, which puts us in the shoes of the German tankers during the Battle of Kursk. You can see we are in the driver's position of our Panzer IV. Let's get autopilot started, and we're going to hop on over to the commander's view. I'm going to go through the other positions in this tank a little later on. You can see we are joined by quite a few other Panzer IVs today. We're flanked on either side, and there are even some up in front of us. And just cresting the hill, it looks like a formation of Focke-Wulf 190s are going to roar overhead. Look at that. IL-2 Tank Crew is a expansion for IL-2 Great Battles, which focuses on tank combat during the Battle of Kursk. Not too long ago, I just completed a Russian campaign called Breaking Point, and just like that campaign, the German campaign consists of 10 missions that we will work our way through. There are quite a few tanks here. This is pretty nuts. Quite a large formation. Our Panzer IV does have the side skirts, as you can see, unlike our friend over here. These were put in place really to prevent anti-tank rifle fire from really damaging the tank as much. Heavy artillery fire from the area north of Konzinka, asking for support. Okay. And that Panzer IV, right off to 3 o'clock, does not have the side skirt, and in my opinion, it looks a little naked. The side skirts do look really good, I think. But there you have it. And we're probably going to approach. The mission for today is to attack this encirclement here. The Russians are holding out encircled at Luchki and Shabavinsky, and it looks like we are going to head towards Shabavinsky here and try to capture the town from the Russians. As we continue to drive, I suppose I'll go ahead and overview some of the positions. This is obviously the commander's position. We have the hatch open and we're standing on top, but we can close the hatch and take a look at the cupola here. It is quite nice, especially compared to the visibility in the T-34 we were driving previously, and even the KV-1 in that series. So As you can see, visibility is quite good, and we can button it up further, close all the visors, and kind of protect ourselves from incoming rounds. Oh, did not mean to want to open up the visor. The next position we'll overview. This is the radio operator. As you can see, we have all the radio equipment right here. The tanks are very well detailed, as you can see. We can also take control of this bow machine gun and use it. Although we are not going to use that machine gun for the time being. There's not a whole lot of use for it just yet, since there aren't really any infantry in the game, but it is happening. Apparently infantry are going to come in one form or another eventually. I should mention that IL-2 tank crew Clash at Prokhorovka is still in early access, so things you see may be subject to change. Although it should be coming out of early access fairly soon, I believe. Let's switch over. This is the driver's position. We already got a fairly good look at this. We have all of our gauges over to our right. A nice little tag here with our serial number and everything, I expect, and a lovely picture. We can also open up the hatch here, although I don't want to. The driver cannot drive and have his hatch open, so we're going to keep that closed and have our driver continue to advance. And this is the position everyone's been waiting for. We have our loader right there, I believe. Yeah, probably. Hello there. This is the gunner, and this is where we take control of the 75mm gun, which we will be spending a lot of time in. We can also open up the gunner's hatch. All the hatches can be opened. We can lean out of the tank here. I'm Storm. I see a company of tanks. 12 o'clock. Everyone get ready. And well, oh boy. Let's get ready then. We can close this hatch. And we can also open and close the visor as well. But obviously we cannot shoot the gun while leaned out of the hatch, so we will stay here. I'm going to hop to the commander's position. Now, as the tank commander, I can order my crewmen to fire at specific targets or fire at will and all that good stuff. But I do want to fire the gun myself, especially this beefy 75mm cannon. I'm going to turn off autopilot and I'll drive the tank myself as well. You have lots of different ways to play, it seems. And it looks like a dogfight has developed right before our eyes. Look at that, all that tracer fire up there in the sky. It's like, BF-109s? Yep, BF-109s and LA-5s tangling. Another large flight of Ju-87s inbound. And look up there. There's the enemy tanks. Yeah, lots of enemy tanks cresting that hill there. Okay, well, get ready. It looks like the Ju-87s are going in on them. Let's advance, get nice and close, and get ready to fire. Don't want to waste too much ammunition now. Let's bring up our panel as hell. Well, we have armor-piercing high explosive loaded. That's probably the best ammo we could ask for in this current situation. It looks like these Panzer IVs are not opening up. I'm going to get nice and close. Let's rack up some kills, boys. Okay, let's close the hatch. Someone's transmission is damaged, apparently. Okay, get on the gun. All right, I'll stop. Range, what do we think their range is? Let's try 1.5. Oh, look at that T-34, just got absolutely pummeled. Okay, we'll fire at this one. Direct hit, wow, good guess. That T-34 is now smoking, it's on fire, and it exploded. Transition to the next target. This one cresting the hill looks mighty fine to me. Fire. I can't tell if that overshot. I'm not sure. Fire. Looks like it's just short. Let's aim forward as well. I think they're slowly crawling towards our area, our position. Hit. T-34 still operational. It just fired its gun. Bounced off. Let's see if there's any... Oh, like this one? It's a little more intimidating. Hit. Fire. Direct hit. Oh, we blew the turret off that one. Transition. Looks like there's some lighter vehicles here. Reduce range. Enemy has been repulsed. Okay, there's a little bit of wind today too. Let's adjust for that. Reduce range. Probably stop firing now. It seems like all the tanks are disabled. We also have our coaxial machine gun, which we can use like so. Are those T-34s all out of commission? Yeah, it looks like they're all knocked out. Not firing. Perfect. Okay, affirmative, Wolf 1, follow me. Copy that. We'll turn back on autopilot. Have our driver follow the mission parameters. And let's get our gunner off the gun. Back to the commander view and take a look. Oh, and we're being shot at. Okay, my mistake. As the commander, I'm going to order them to attack ground targets at will to the platoon. If our driver sees a target, or our gunner, excuse me, sees a target of opportunity, he will traverse the turret and open fire. I also want them to have high explosive loaded for the time being. We'll keep APHE up. We still have 32 rounds of it. Or hit by something. Don't know what that was. I'm also going to... Okay, he's taking control of the gun. It looks like he had something. Slowly going down this hill. Driver's having some issues. There we go. Let's go ahead and open up the hatch. I feel relatively safe. Don't know what hit us previously. There we go. Now the tank's moving. Going up this hill is going to be very difficult. The Panzer IV seems to be okay in terms of speed. Not great, but not awful either. There's some really slow tanks in this sim. But going up inclines like this is just brutal. 4 kilometers an hour, 5 kilometers an hour. All right, let's scan the debris here, make sure nothing's out there. All right, where are we heading, boys? Okay, we're closing in on the enemy defensive line, so we will continue our push towards Sabavinsky. Hopefully everything goes a-okay. I am worried about what hit us previously. It looks like it was a pretty small caliber round. Didn't do any damage, probably just scraped the paint. We can actually take a look here and see. Did get hit, right? Yeah, it was probably not. It looked like it was right on the turret. I don't know. I don't see any damage. Probably just scraped the paint. It wasn't anything too serious. Our tank's in tip-top shape. We'll continue moving forward towards the enemy. Looks like there's still aircraft swirling around up there. Yep, look at that. They're still fighting it out. And it looks like we have started a forest fire. Smokey the Bear would be very upset with us. Target spotted, 11 o'clock. I don't think that's us. There are quite a few Panzers out and about, rampaging around. We're receiving radio calls from all of them as well. Let's see, what did we get out of that engagement? We only destroyed 1 armored vehicle. I thought we did a bit better than that, but I know we popped the turret off of one of them. That was a pretty good hit. To be fair, though, all of these other tanks were bombarding the same target, so we dispatched of that offensive or that counterattack quite quickly. They never had a chance. This campaign definitely contrasts pretty significantly from the Russian campaign, which we previously played, although I do expect this one will get harder and harder as the campaign progresses. That's to be expected. And it looks like we're just moving through all these valleys, up towards our objective. We're getting pretty close. It looks like we're going around the perimeter of the encircled enemy, and we'll push into the town from the east, probably. Oh, it looks like we'll hit them from the south. We'll see what goes on. Oh, what do I see out there? Could have sworn I saw something on the hill there. Look, artillery positions. I think that is the town that we are supposed to attack anyway. Yep, the tanks are pivoting towards the town. Get ready, boys. I'm actually going to switch. I will drive the tank myself. All right, let's go. Have my platoon in a line so they can all bring their guns to bear against the enemy. It's actually fire control, ammo, switch to high explosive. And they are firing into the town. That is impressive seeing them all fire like that. We're going to rush ahead. Oh, driver is, or gunner is reversing the turret. He may have something. Okay, time to button up. Take control of the gun. I'll stop. Okay, the artillery pieces are firing at us. Use the coax. Range is pretty far. Increase range. Unfortunately, the high explosive rounds do not have tracer. Increase range. Wow, they are far. There we go. See what we get. Target destroyed. Advance. Let's go, boys. Keep high explosive loaded up. Actually, hopefully there's no tanks. We'll be risking that going in, but getting up on this hill, we should be able to overlook the town nicely and see what's going on in there. You want to avoid a collision with this guy. We're all just rushing in there. Have to say, I'm not too worried. Okay, we are going down this hill really quickly. That was quite steep. Quite steep indeed. We get up on top of this incline here, we may be able to see into the town. Let's go, boys. And my platoon is racing ahead. Maybe a bad idea. Okay, we'll slow down. We'll slow down. Getting ahead of myself. Not seeing anything else. Nothing on these hills. Just good. Being stuck in this little valley with AT guns on either side of us could be bad. I'm going to get up on this hill and take a look into the town. Nice and easy. These inclines definitely kill us here. Okay, we can't see anything. Okay, next hill it is. See all this chalk here. Look at all of that. Is just what an image there. We'll keep high explosive loaded. Should be fine. We're about to find out though if that was a mistake. The first one's to peek over. Oh. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw that. That thing looking at me? Is it disabled? It is now. Reload. AT gun. It's for good measure. As you can see, the houses are destructible, as is most of the terrain in the Prokhorovka map. Make sure there's no more AT guns. Want to be nice and cautious. I think I see something here. To be sure. Okay, advance. I don't know if that tank was actually active or they abandoned it. I couldn't tell if the turret was looking at me, but I wasn't going to take any chances with that. Nice and easy. Range is set to 0. That's okay. We're pretty damn close anyway. Just scan back and forth. Don't want any nasty surprises going into this town. Now we could blow... Oh, what's that? Okay, I believe that's part of the artillery battery we destroyed previously. Nice and easy. Want to be able to move and fire. Hello? Nothing. All these trucks are on fire. Push into the town now. The truck. Mission complete. Oh, there's an anti-air truck too. Mission's complete, so we can escape at any time, but I want to be sure everything's destroyed here. See if there's anything else we can blow up. Like this. Looks like there's nothing really of use in the town now. Oh. Oh, that's a friendly tank. Almost shot him in the butt. Okay. Looks like we cleaned up quite well. How about that? All the burning wrecks around us. Not a bad assault on a town. Quite happy with how that went, and we only got hit once and no real visible damage, so yeah. What a start to our campaign. Let's go ahead and finish the mission and see exactly how we did. Okay, yep. So, we destroyed 2 vehicles, 1 transport vehicle and 1 medium armored vehicle, and 3 cannons. That's not half bad. Guess I should have pushed into the town a little more aggressively, but to try to get more of those trucks and bump up our score, but that's fine. As a platoon, we did very well and captured the town with, I don't think, any losses. I don't think we lost a single tank. Everyone looked in pretty good shape, so that'll finish that. And the next mission is mission number 2, Shaky Balance. And in this mission, we get to drive a Tiger 1, which I know a lot of you are excited for, as am I. I'm excited to check out the Tiger 1. I've driven it around a bit, and it is quite a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and since this is the first video in a brand new series, I would appreciate it if you could all leave a like, as it really helps the channel and helps the video get some more exposure. I do appreciate that. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. As always, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.